Good morning, students. Let's see the continuity of organic chemistry. So we just finished about classification of organic compounds. Now we go for some important bits regarding that concept. So write the question. Which of the following compound is a aromatic? Which of the following compound is aromatic? Option A, option B, okay, option C, option D, which of the following compound is aromatic? So now what is the answer? Now my answer is let's take the first one, this compound. This is the benzene ring, am I right? Benzene ring. Cyclic or not? Cyclic. Conjugation is there or not? Conjugation. Double bond, single bond. Double bond, single bond. Double bond, single bond. Conjugation. So these are the pi bonds. So how many electrons it consists? 2 electrons. Pi bond means 2 electrons. Now okay, Huckel rule. Directly go for Huckel rule. 4n plus 2 is equals number of pi electrons in the ring. Now 4n plus 2 is equals number of pi electrons, 3 2 is 6 electrons. 4n is equals 6 minus 2. 4n is equals 4. n is equals to how much? 4 by 4. That is equals 1. Positive integer. It may be 0, 1, 2, 3, like not a fraction. So here we got 1. So it is clearly aromatic. So option A. Come to option B. Option B. 4n plus 2 is equals number of pi electrons. Number of pi electrons. So how many pi electrons here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pi bonds. So 5 into 2, 10 electrons. Each bond consists 2 electrons, that is pi bond. So 4n plus 2, okay. 4n is equals 10 minus 2. 4n is equals to 8. n is equals to 8 by 4. n is equals to how much? 2. Okay. So n is equals to means how many rings are here? We have 2 rings. n is equals to 1 means how many ring? 1 ring. Okay. n is equals to how many rings? 2 rings. n is equals to 1 means how many rings? 1 ring. Remember this. Okay. So now n is equals to n is equals to 2 means it is a positive integer or not? Clearly positive integer. Clear? So now it is aromatic. Aromatic compound. Next come to third one, option C. So now 4n plus 2 is equals number of pi electrons. 3 pi bonds, 2, 5, 7. 7 means 14 pi electrons. 4n is equals to how much? 4n is equals to how much? 12. N is equals to how much, ma? 12 by 4. N is equals to how much? 3. 4 1 ja, 4 3 ja. N is equals to 3 means it can also represent number of rings. 1, 2, 3 rings. And it is a positive integer. Clearly arithmetic. Okay. Come to here. 4n plus 2 is equals number of pi electrons means it considers the pi electrons. So 2 electrons. 4n is equals so here remember one thing, in this particular case no conjugation am I right here, no conjugation, double bond, single bond, double bond. This is double bond, suppose single bond, there is no double bond, no conjugation, no conjugation, so not a aromatic. No conjugation, that means double bond, single bond, double bond like this type of arrangement is not there. So that rule is failed. Okay, in this case all the rules are satisfied. Okay, so now this is aromatic compound. These three are aromatic, this is not aromatic. So now answers A, B, C, multiple option question here given. Okay, is it clear, ma? Next, option A, option B, option C, option D, okay, and second question, option B, option C, option D, okay, and question number 3, option A, and this is option B, option C, and option D. Which of the following compound is aromatic? So now this is not aromatic. Why? Because no conjugation. This is not aromatic. No conjugation. No aromatic. No conjugation. Come to this one. It is aromatic. Why? Because 4n plus 2 is equals. This is the answer. Number of pi electrons. Okay, students. So how many pi bonds? 1, 2, 3. These two electrons considered. These two electrons considered pi bond. Not this one. Okay. Why? Because it is involved in the bond. So we will discuss later. Okay, we have a particular topic regarding aromatic. Here just we see. Okay, these electrons only considered pi bond. Now 1, 2, 3, 3 2 ja 6. Now 4n is equals to 4. N is equals to how much? 4n. That is equals to n. Positive integer. Okay. So this is the aromatic. These are not. Come to here. So now this is not aromatic. Why? Because no conjugation. So here it is a conjugation. Follow the rule. It is a conjugation. Pi bond, sigma bond, pi bond, pi bond, sigma bond. Okay, and sigma bond, pi bond, sigma bond, pi bond. Okay, it is also aromatic. Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. So aromatic. These three are correct. Not aromatic. This is not aromatic. Not aromatic. Why? Because there is no conjugation here. And come to here, which one is aromatic compound here? This is aromatic compound. Why? Because conjugation is possible. And follow the Huckel rule. Here no double bonds are there, so it is failed. In this case, it follow these bonds here. Okay. And come to here, this is also aromatic compound. Why? Let's see. Name of this compound is phenanthracene. Phenanthracene. So the structure is like okay. So this is like this. Okay, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. This is the structure. Alternate double bonds are there. Okay, so check it. Huckel rule. 4n plus 2 is equals number of pi electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to ja 14. Then 4n is equals 12. N is equals to 12 by 3. That is equals 12 by 4. That is equals to 3. Positive integer, am I right? Not a fraction. So conjugation is the ring-like structure, planar structure, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, double bonds, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. Okay? Is it clear, ma? All of you? So which of the following compound is benzenoid aromatic compound? Benzenoid aromatic compound. Benzenoid aromatic compound. Option A. Naphthalene. Option B. Okay. Option C. Benzenoid aromatic compound, benzene ring it consists, must be consist. So here benzene ring is there or not? Benzene. So it is aromatic and benzenoid aromatic. Here benzene ring, all are in conjugation. It consists of benzene ring. So it is benzenoid aromatic compound. So it is not aromatic and no benzene ring and not aromatic. There is no conjugation. Here it is aromatic but no benzenoid ring. Aromatic but no benzenoid ring. Am I right? Aromatic but not a benzenoid. There is no benzene ring. So here in the question, benzenoid aromatic means the compound must consist of benzene ring. Okay, is it clear, ma? So now these two are the correct options. Okay. So let's see the important example. Cyclopropenyl cation So let take this is double bond, okay, sigma bond, okay. Now here what happened in this compound, we can check it. 4n plus 2 rule is equals number of pi electrons. How many pi electrons? 2 2. Okay, clear? 4n is equals to how much? 2 minus 2. 4n is equals to how much? 0. Okay, so n is equals to how much? 0 by 4, that is equals 0. N is equals 0. It is a whole number. 0 is also considered as aromatic compound. But here Huckel rule is satisfied. Why? Because n value 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay. But one more condition, is it conjugation or not? Conjugation or not? Let's take the compound. Okay. So here at this carbon positive is there, am I right? Positive means it needs electron. This carbon needs some electrons. Okay. Actually there is no conjugation to see, like alternate double bonds. Double bond, single bond. There is no double bond again. So in the conjugation manner there is no alternate double bonds. But here the availability of electron is available, then it converted as conjugated molecule. Let's see. We can represent double-headed arrow. Now it needs electron. Now it helps to electron to this. Okay. Now this pi electron shifted to this carbon. Then it becomes, and here it is plus. Double bond is there, double bond, single bond. Now the double bond is shifted here. Now here electron deficiency is there. So now again it can able to migrate here. That means it provides the electron here. Now that means it becomes as, and here it is positive. Okay, clear? And it need electron now, am I right? Now this can able to shift here. Now this one becomes, this is positive. Again comes to first structure. Both are same or not? This type of arrangement is called as resonance. What we call it is resonance. Resonance. Am I right? Resonance. Here Huckel rule is satisfied. Okay. Now what about conjugation? Conjugation means these pi bond can able to migrate one position to another position like this. Okay. So availability of electron is there in the system. Availability of electron is there. So this electron migrated here. Now it is neutral and this carbon get positive. Okay. Now this is again here and this carbon get positive. So in this manner it become aromatic compound. Okay. Huckel rule is satisfied. Not only Huckel rule, it should need conjugation also. And ring-like structure also, it is ring-like structure, that is satisfied. And when we discuss about conjugation in this molecule, what happened here? This pi bond can able to rotate around the molecule, inside molecule. In this manner it is aromatic compound. Remember this point. So cyclopropenyl cation we call it is. Cation means positive. Okay, ring-like structure. Is it clear, all of you, everyone? So again we have the particular topic in our aromatic compound, in the very depth topic, that is very important also in MSET and JEE also. We will discuss in that. Okay. Next we go for structural representation of organic compounds. Keep the heading. Structural representation of structural representation of organic compounds. Structural representation of organic compounds. Okay, this is also one of the important basic topic. Let's see. Structural representation of organic compounds. In that, how do we represent the organic formula as structure? Organic formula as structure. Suppose CH4 is there. How can we represent as structure? C2H6 is there. How can we represent it as a structure? What type of representation we have? Okay, is it clear, ma, all of you? So let's see the topic. Yeah. In that we have three representation. In that first one is complete structural representation. Complete structural representation or dash representation. Dash means like this. Dash representation. Dash representation. Dash representation. Let's see. Suppose methane. What is the formula for methane? It is alkane. Meth means one carbon. CH4, am I right? CH4. Methane, alkane. What is the general formula for alkane? CnH2n plus 2. Meth means how many carbons? One carbon. That is N is equals to 1. So if we keep N is equals to 1 in that formula, we get this formula. That is methane. So methane, now how we can represent the dash representation of the organic compound. So this is the complete structural representation. So now we have one carbon, am I right? How many hydrogens? 4. This is about dash representation. This is the complete structural representation of organic molecule. Okay. So now it is a covalent single dash, am I right? Single dash. It is a covalent bond, am I right? Covalent bond. Single dash. Okay. Next, come to second example. C2H6. Ethane, am I right? Ethane, clear? Ethane. How many carbons here we have? 1, 2. Carbon always with tetravalence, am I right? It satisfied 4 valency. One bond with this carbon. How many hydrogens we have? 3 hydrogens. Okay. Single dash representation. Single dash representation. Single dash representation. Is it clear, all of you, up to ethane? Okay. Suppose propane, it is C3H8. C3H8. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3. Propane means alkane ma. Is it clear, all of you? This complete analysis of the bond, complete representation of the bond is called as dash representation. Okay. Next, see, for alkenes, dash representation for alkenes. These are double dash, am I right? It is a double dash. Single dash, double dash. Okay. So that means it is double bond. Double bond. Let's example ethylene or ethane. Ethane. What is the formula? CnH2n. So at least one double bond between two carbon atoms, am I right? Okay. Double dash is there. Double dash. Propane. C3H6. CnH2n formula. Prop means 3 carbons. 1, 2, 3. Double bond at between any two carbon atoms. So now, okay, it satisfied 4 valency. Come to here, 1, 2, 3 bonds already. So it need only 1 bond with hydrogen. 1, 2, so it need 2 hydrogens. Am I right? 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. This is the complete double dash representation. Alkenes. And triple dash. Triple dash. Triple dash. Okay. Or we call it is triple bond. Triple bond. Triple bond. Okay. Suppose ethine means alkyne. What is the formula? CnH2n minus 2. Okay. Eth means 2 carbons. That means N is equals to. Okay. If you keep this N value, we get ethane formula, that is C2H2. Now the representation is, am I right? Am I right or not? So triple bond, complete representation. C bond H, single dash, triple dash, single dash. Okay, triple dash is there. Okay, is it clear? And propine, suppose propine. Propine means N is equals to how much? 3. Then it is C3H4. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3. At least one triple bond between 2 carbons. Why? Because these are alkynes. Already we discussed about alkanes and alkynes. At least one triple bond. So now it need 4 hydrogens. All are single bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4 enough. And come to here 3 bonds and triple dash representation. Okay. So we can elaborate the bonds. So like this. Then we'll get the idea how many single bonds are present, how many double bonds, how many triple bonds, and that means how many sigma bonds, how many pi bonds, and how many sigma and pi bonds are possible here. Let's suppose here in this molecule, how many sigma bonds are present? 1, then sigma, and in triple bond 1 is sigma, remaining 2 are pi bonds, already we discussed about. And double bond, 1 is sigma bond, another one is pi bond. Here it is sigma. Single bonds are always sigma bonds. Remember? So this is the complete sexual representation of the organic molecule. Suppose benzene, benzene, what is the formula? C6H6, am I right? C6H6. Now how many carbons we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I right? Clear? Okay. Now how many hydrogens we have? Double bonds are alternate, am I right? Double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. Double dash and single dash representation, am I right? This type of representation, complete representation, the bonds, we show the bonds with complete representation. Then we get an idea about these bonds. So this is single bond, single dash. So in the double bond, one is sigma bond, another is pi bond. These are all sigma bonds. Double bond, in that one is sigma, another one is pi bond. This is about complete sexual representation of organic molecule. Okay, is it clear? This is called dash representation. Clear? Next we go for next method. Condensed structural representation. Complete structural representation. Okay, let's see. Condensed means they are very close. The bonds are very close. For example, ethane or methane. Methane. What is the formula? CH4. Am I right? CH4 means actually this meaning of this. Am I right? This is dash representation. Dash representation. Now condensed means this is condensed. Condensed representation. How? We have the carbon. How many same atoms are present? 4. Hydrogen is there. 4 hydrogen are attached to the carbon. How many hydrogens? 4. That 4 is write as subscript. This is called subscript. Subscript. So same atoms write as subscript. Is it clear? Now this is condensed formula. For example, this is ethane, am I right? Ethane. Now this is dash representation. Now how to write it? Condensed representation. How many carbons we have? 2 carbons, right? C2. Okay. Or this is the method. Now this is the carbon, am I right? Now how many hydrogens are attached here? 3. So H3. Is it clear? Same hydrogen atom. How many hydrogen atoms here at this carbon? 3. So 3 is write as subscript. Next. Here next carbon is there. How many hydrogens are here? We have 3 hydrogens. So here also this representation is called as condensed. Next. Suppose C okay, propane. What it is? Propane. Propane. Clear? So now write it condensed. This is the dash representation. Write it condensed formula. Now this is the first carbon. How many hydrogens here? It has 3. So write as subscript 3 hydrogens. Next one. C. How many hydrogens here? It has 2 hydrogen. Next carbon. How many hydrogens here? It is closed structure formula. Condensed means close. Okay. This is condensed representation. Condensed. Both are same, but representation is different. Okay. For alkenes, ethene means double bond, at least 2 carbons. Eth means 2 carbons. This is dash representation, am I right? Dash representation. For it condensed representation, this is the first carbon. How many hydrogens it has? 2 hydrogens, same. And double bond is there. Come to here, see how many hydrogens here? Okay. Next. CH, suppose CH, Br, double bond, CH, Br. Okay. Now for it, what is the condensed formula? This is the dash representation. This is the first carbon, am I right? C. Now what it is? Bromine. Another one is hydrogen and double bond C H Br. Condensed formula. Okay, ma? Clear? Let's see one more example for condensed. Okay, this is a dash representation. Write the condensed representation for this one. So first, this is the carbon. How many hydrogens here? 3 hydrogens. Next, carbon is there. How many hydrogens here? It is 1. Then double bond. Now this one having 1 hydrogen, and again C, triple bond C H. Is it clear, all of you, everyone? So this is about condensed representation. Next, third one is this is very important for JEE and MSET point of view. JEE and MSET point of view. Okay, are you following or not? Bond line representation. Bond line representation. Okay, so what is bond line representation here? Just a minute. Let's see this. Bond line representation means it is zigzag representation. What it is? Zigzag representation. Zigzag representation of carbon atoms. Okay, let's see. For example, ethane for our convenience, let us take propane. How many carbons are there? Propane. Suppose, what is the formula for propane? CH3, CH2, CH3. Am I right? This is the propane. First, see how many carbons it has. 3 carbons there. 1, 2, 3. Let us start like this. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon. First, second, third. Match these lines. Clear? This is bond line representation. Bond line representation of propane. Okay, so see, this is the terminal carbon, am I right? These are the terminal carbons. This terminal carbon represents CH3 group, CH3. This is CH3, and this carbon represents CH2. That means CH3, CH2, CH3. Terminals always CH3s and these corners are CH2 in alkanes. Okay, is it clear? This representation is called as bond line representation here. Okay. Next go for butane. CH3, we call it is N-butane also. N-butane, normal butane. Later I will explain. CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, there is no double bond, triple bond here. How many carbons here we have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. These terminals are represented CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Is it clear, all of you? Terminals are CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Clear? N-pentane. That means 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I right? These are CH3, CH2, CH3. Write the formula. First one is CH3. This one CH2. This one CH2. This one CH3, CH2. This one is also CH2. This one CH3. These terminals are CH3. Remaining are CH2. Is it clear? Now CH3, CH2, bromine. How many carbons first? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4. In the fourth carbon, what is the atom present? Bromine. Clear? First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. This fourth carbon consists of bromine. Clear? First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. This fourth carbon having bromine. Carbon is there, fourth carbon. Okay? Clear? CH2Br. Okay? How many carbons? 1, 2, 3. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Now this consists we can represent this. This is bromine. Okay? Bromine. This carbon having bromine. So here this one having bromine and this one having also bromine. Okay? So now these are the bromine atoms. These are carbons. Okay? Is it clear, all of you? So this is called bond line representation. So this type of representation we need very much in JEE set. Let's see. For alkanes, suppose propene. So for propane, how many carbons? This is the formula for propene, am I right? How many carbons we have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Okay. Now double bond is here, am I right? C. That means this is CH3, this is C and this is C. Double bond is there. That means how many hydrogens here? 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It needs one more bond, that is hydrogen. This is the meaning of this structure. Okay. Now for butene, this is bond line representation. Butene, CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH2. Am I right? How many carbons? 4 carbons there we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Double bond in between these two carbon. Am I right? Clear? Next, pentene, CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2. Clear? How many carbons? 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double bond in between these two carbon. Clear ma? Up to everyone? Next, alkynes. Alkynes means triple bond. Propyne, that means CH3, C, triple bond, CH. Am I right? Propyne. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3. Triple bond here, am I right? This is the bond and representation for this one. Here it is C and H. Here C only, there is no hydrogen. Here CH3. Clear? Next, butane, CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So triple bond is there. Clear? Next. Two chloro, 3 chlorobutane, First write the butane formula. CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH. Am I right? Butane. At least one triple bond between two carbon. Butane, you know the formula. CnH2n -2. Okay. But means 4 carbons. Okay. Butane. Here 3 chloro means first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Give the priority from triple bond. First carbon, second, third. In the third carbon, chlorine is there. 1, 2 with 2 hydrogens. This is, am I right? Like this. CH2. Now carbon is already in 4 valency. Am I right? 3 chloro means instead of 1 hydrogen we keep 1 chlorine. Third chlorine. First carbon, second carbon, third, fourth carbon. 3 chloro means chlorine in third carbon. Okay? 3 chloro means, so we have the topic IUPAC names, in that we clearly explain about this. Just listen. 3 chlorobutane means in the third carbon chlorine is there in butane. This is 3 chloro representation, right? How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have triple bond, am I right? 1, 2, 3. Third carbon we have chlorine. This is the representation. Clear ma? Everyone? Next see. CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay? This is organic compound, alkanol or single bonds. Okay? Now write it bond line structural representation. First have to select longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is subchain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon also here. Now it becomes subchain. Okay. First select longest chain. Now this is the longest chain or not? This is subchain or branched chain. Okay. Now in this case, first write representation for long chain. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now first carbon, second carbon. In the second carbon methyl is there. CH3 group is called as methyl. CH3. Okay. And C2H5 is ethyl. Remember this. C2H5 group is ethyl. CH3 group is methyl. Okay. So now let's see here. Now this methyl group is represented as like this. That means CH3. This methyl representation is in the second carbon, first, second. That means CH3 group is there. Okay, clear? Now let's see. CH3, CH2, CCH3, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, clear? Now which one is the longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the longest chain, am I right? Now these two are branched. First carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, am I right? So in the long chain it consists of 5 carbons, am I right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first, second, third, and third carbon what is there? Methyl group is there. And again fourth carbon, no methyl. Fifth carbon, in the third carbon, 1, 2, third carbon, 3 methyl groups. So one is like this, another one is like this. First carbon, second carbon. In the third carbon, this is, here it has 3 methyl groups. So one bond like this, one bond like this. These are represents methyl group. Okay, clear? All of you? Let's see. CH3, CH, double bond, CH2, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, what is the longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I right? This is the longest chain. Am I right? Clear? Now these two are sub branches. This is the branch, sub branch. Now how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First carbon, the second carbon, second and third carbon. Let's see. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay. So in between second and third we have double bond. First, second, third. Second and third we have double bond. Am I right? Second and third we have double bond or not? Double bond. Next, on the fourth carbon, first, second, third, fourth carbon, we have 2 methyl group. One is like this, another one is like this. Methyl groups. These are represents methyl group that is CH3. This is also methyl group CH3. Okay, clear? That is the representation. Okay. CH3 bond C, CH3, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Which is the longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the longest chain, am I right? Longest chain means the chain must be consist of longest carbons. Now these are all sub chains, am I right? Sub chain, CH3, methyl group. Now how many, what is the number of carbons in longest chain here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clearly 8 carbons. So first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. Clear? Okay. So give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just you should remember how to write. Now how we will give the number to the carbons on which side, and this side or this side. Okay. So here there is no branch. Suppose here 1, 2, 3 there is no branch near. Am I right? But here after second carbon the branch carbons are there. So we should prefer to branched carbons first. That means starts here 1, 2. Or you start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gets 5. This branched carbon gets 5 number. From if you start from this side 1, 2. This branched carbon gets second. Am I right? So least number it should need to get. Clear? So left to right method is correct one. So I will discuss in the IUPAC nomenclature structure. Just to remember how to write the bond line. So what is the bond line representation? Then if you get just 10% of idea, then it is useful to in further class. That means in IUPAC name. So these are the 8 carbons. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in the second carbon, how many methyl groups? 2. And again in third carbon we have 3. And again fourth carbon we have 3. This is the representation. Now do you have an idea how to write? Okay. So these are the different types of structural representation. Suppose for this one, CH2, 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 CH2. For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, am I right? 6 means how to write? Bond line representation. This is the bond line representation. Clear? Clear? Next, suppose in the same structure are butane. What is the bond line representation? 1, 2, 3, 4. All are CH2 groups. Clear? And for this one, CH2 bond line representation. This is. What is the bond line representation for this? This is bond line representation. Clear? For this one, how many carbons we have? 5. This is the bond line representation of this compound. Okay, clear? For benzene, CH, okay? This is the benzene, am I right? This is the benzene structure. Now how can we represent this? Am I right? Clear? Bond line representation. Condensed. Okay, clear? CH, CH2, CH2, Cl suppose. Write it bond line representation 1, 2, 3 carbons. First write 3 carbons like this. At this carbon it has chlorine. Clear? CH2, 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 CH, Cl, am I right? Clear? All of you? Chlorine is there. These are called as bond line representation. So for you, what is structural formula? Complete structural formula for this one. I gave here bond line. Complete structural representation. First write how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Write first 10 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Clear? All are with single bond, am I right? All are with single bonds. First write single bond. Next, here this is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10 carbon, am I right? In between first and second, double bond. Third and fourth, double bond. Again here, am I right? 3 plus 2 5 and 1 2 3 4 5. Am I right? Clear? Now balance the carbon balancing. Here carbon bonded with two bonds only this carbon. Now it need two bonds, that is with hydrogen. Am I right? 1 2 3. It need one hydrogen. 1 2 3 4. It is with 1 2 3. It need one. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2. It need 2. Why? Because carbon always with tetravalency only. Okay, this is the meaning of this structure. Okay, clear? We can also write this CH2 conventional formula. CH double bond CH double bond CH double bond CH double bond CH2. Am I right? Clear? So bond line representation is very important. Remember that. Okay. Okay, students. Again, we will meet on tomorrow. Have a nice day. So write the notes properly and neat.